Welcome to the Making the Brand Show with Damian and Tamisha Duncan. Each week, power couple Damian and Tamisha are taking you behind the scenes to share their stories on creating a successful brand while tackling your biggest business struggles. Their mission? To help you build the business and life of your dreams today.
Welcome to our Facebook Live. I see you guys are coming in. We have so much to cover with you guys today. We are breaking down this Facebook algorithm. I know a lot of people have been talking about it, and my phone just died. A lot of people have been talking about it, so you've probably heard some information about it over the past couple of weeks. You might understand it, you might not understand it, but there are some new updates that we wanted to make sure that we shared with you guys so that you can fully optimize this whole change, how it relates to your business, if your business is even going to survive, should you still be posting on Facebook. Those are the things that we're going to be talking about today. And once you do start posting on Facebook or continuing to post on Facebook, what you should be doing and what you should not be doing. So I want you guys to go get a pen, go get a paper, because this is going to be some serious stuff that I'm sharing. We are sharing with you guys. So babe, introduce us while I figure my life and share this video.
So if you've never seen us a day in your life, we are the Duncans. We have helped over 2,000 business owners, entrepreneurs grow sustainable businesses and increase their ROI. We've also helped them with personal development as well. We've also helped people leave their 9-to-5s and create sustainable businesses where they never have to turn back to that 9-to-5 that they so hated.
Yes.
So you're in a good place with us right now. We're going to show you how to survive the Facebook algorithm apocalypse.
So first and foremost, like I said earlier, I know that you guys may have heard, by now you probably heard that Mr. Mark Zuckerberg made a whole bunch of changes to our entire lives, shook everybody's world up a couple of weeks ago when he announced that they were going to be making some changes to how people are seeing stuff on Facebook. So Facebook has been making changes, little changes, small changes that have affected us over the past year and a half, where you started to see a major decline in your engagement, especially as it relates to business pages. Now, we are digital marketers, so of course we rely heavily on platforms like Facebook and Facebook ads and Google ads and those types of things to help boost our clientele as well as our clients' clientele. So this is definitely something that's important for us because we want to make sure that we can leverage our clients' top dollars on Facebook. So what we did, of course, when they first made the announcement, I went to the airways to let all of you guys know what was going on. But I kind of sat back a little bit because there was a lot of conversation happening. Everybody wants to be a guru and kind of demystify what's going on with Facebook. And so we kind of took the approach of kind of waiting to see what was really going to happen, what was really evolving, collecting information so that we could filter out the things that you guys didn't need to be concerned with and focus on the things that you really like, what is going to really hit your bottom line to growing your business. And if you should still be using Facebook, and if so, how do you continue to use it so that it's effective for your business and that it allows you to get in front of your clients. So if you haven't heard what he said or just don't remember exactly what was said, I'm going to take a quick second to just briefly break down some of the things that he said verbatim and then explain that in layman's terms so that you guys understand exactly how you should be using this platform. So first and foremost, hold on one second. Let me get my full life. Okay, so Facebook said that they are going to now start showing users more posts from their friends and family in the newsfeed. And that means that they're going to be showing less or fewer posts from publishers, from brands, and from businesses. So exactly what he said verbatim, these are not my words, these are Mr. Zuckerberg's words. Based on this, we're making a major change to how we build Facebook. I'm changing the goal I give our product teams from focusing on helping you find relevant content to helping you have more meaningful social interactions. So that's major for people because that's what we do. We post on social media so that our ideal clients and our target audience can find relevant content. We are the relevant content. And he's saying right there, they're shifting their whole goal and their whole focus. So they want to go back to the whole social community, the friends and family. And a lot of times when Facebook makes these changes, they're very ambiguous about what they're going to do. They don't really give you verbatim. You just got to, what are they doing? How's this going to affect me? They may throw a couple of things out, but they're not really clear on what they're going to do. So you're still kind of left in the air on how it affects you. But this time they were extremely clear on how it affects you. They specifically said the first change is going to happen in the news feed. So that's what we see. The news feed is what we see every single time we get on Facebook. That's where you filter all your content through the newsfeed. And that's where they are going to start making those changes. And they specifically said it's going to be less public content from businesses, brands, and media. So if you are a business, well, first of all, I want you to type in the chat box. If you have a business or if you have a business page on Facebook, please post your business in the chat box. Because first of all,
tell us what kind of business it is. Yeah.
We want to encourage community, because we got to stick together to make sure that we're keeping our business flowing on Facebook. So if you have a business, whether you're watching this live or you're watching the replay, type in the chat box. And then you guys, please go and support the businesses that post in the chat box, and please go and follow them.
Yes.
So that we can make sure that we're connected. And of course, Damien and I are going to do that to everybody who posts into the comment box.
And actually, cross promote with each other, because there may be a service that you may be able to utilize or, be able to share with someone that may need it as well. So we're an open community, and we're definitely open to that. And also, back to this Facebook algorithm change in the news feed. Basically, that's just another way. We'll discuss it a little later in this live about you gotta pay to play. This it's basically telling you that, you need to be getting excited about creating Facebook ads and creating an opportunity to reach your target audience right away with advertisements. But we'll talk about that a little later.
And before we even go a step further, can you guys do us a favor? Please go ahead and share this to any business owner, any of your business besties, or anybody that you know that has a business that's on Facebook that will appreciate and need to hear this information, so that we can help them keep their business alive on Facebook as well. So if you can share that, that would be awesome, because we want to get this to as many people as possible who are maybe intimidated or scared, or they don't know what the situation is, to help them with their business on Facebook. So,
and the bottom line is, at the end of the day as well, organic engagement is definitely a great thing, especially when you don't have to pay a dime for it. But Facebook has gotten smarter with their algorithms, or the people behind the scenes, to prevent these type of things, from happening. Actually, they're getting the engagement, yes, but it's not putting any money in their pocket. So, we're also sharing these tips with you as well, not only to survive it, but to stay on, to stay updated with what's going on, because, things are changing. Algorithms are changing. Different standards and different platforms are changing, and you need to stay abreast to that so you can make sure that you don't, start losing clients or losing your momentum in your business. So that's why we're sharing this with you as well.
So many of you guys are wondering, should I continue to post on Facebook, or what should I do, or what shouldn't I be doing right now to get ahead of the curve, and, like I like to say, hack the Facebook algorithm. So just so you know, they're talking about how this is going to affect businesses. This affects every single person who has a business on Facebook, including us. Some of you may have built your whole entire business using Facebook as that platform to do it. Some of you are just starting out. Wherever you are in this space, don't think because you already have a lot of good content, you have followers, you have engagement, that is not going to affect you, because it will affect you. And if you're just starting out, don't be intimidated by it. It's actually good, because now you can start the right way to grow engagement, instead of being behind the curve and now having to reorg your whole system on how you advertise, market, and brand yourself with Facebook.
It's definitely a great thing if you're new, if you're a beginner, like Tamisha said, because now you don't have those old habits of, creating engagement and just showing your regular video. So now it's opening the surface for you to not only to build that confidence, to know that just because you may have missed the boat on that old algorithm, now you're going to be adaptable to what's going on right now. So you should be very excited about this right now.
So I want to make sure I didn't lose you guys, because my thing is acting wacky. All right, well, I'm going to keep going. I hope okay, I'm going to keep going. I hope you guys are there. If you can hear me, just type yes in the chat box so that you can hear me, because I'm not sure that I'm even talking to anybody right now because my computer is bugging out. But I want to jump right into these posts, and not these posts, but these tips that we have for you guys. So first of all, should you continue to post on Facebook? So the answer to that is yes, you should continue to post on Facebook. And here's the disclaimer that I'm going to put. If your ideal clients are on Facebook, if they are hanging out there, then yes, you need to be there. Now, if your peeps are not Facebook peeps, then you don't need to waste your time on the platform. I would say that to my clients even before this whole Facebook debacle happened. But yes, you should continue to post on Facebook. But what we want you to do is really look at the posts that you have posted on Facebook as it relates to your business. And I want you to see which posts get the most engagement, what types of posts they are, and what types of posts do people seek out. So for example, we do a live show every week on Facebook called Dinner with the Duncans. Now people will go to Facebook specifically because that is the platform that we use to record that show. People go to Facebook and seek out the latest episode of Dinner with the Duncans so that they can watch it. So that's something that we will always continue to do, and we're going to continue to use Facebook Live for that because we get great engagement on that platform, and it works for our business. So if you look at the things that you're posting on Facebook and you see what types of things get you more engagement versus others, then you want to continue to post those types of posts. You wanted to say something?
Then, also for the beginners and people who are always doing live videos. Now, I know you deal with this at times. You may go live at a particular time and no one is on. So don't be discouraged about that. Even if you're the only person and you feel like you're talking to yourself, if your content is engaging, you will always be somebody can see a replay of that. So don't get discouraged when no one is on. Just focus on delivering killer content that's going to provide a result for someone. And I promise you'll start to build the engagement. So just a little food for thought on that.
So I want to talk a quick second about the whole, they're looking for engagement and they're looking for conversation and they want to build this whole social thing back. So really what it means is that Facebook is looking for, there's an easy way. I had a class that I did on Facebook Live some weeks ago, or maybe last month sometime, where I was teaching you guys some tips to hack the Facebook algorithm without having to pay for Facebook ads. And one of those tips that I actually shared is pretty much null and void at this point with these new algorithms, which was when people comment, you want to comment back, even if it's a yes or no or short answer. Well, those types of comments are not going to be looked at as hefty or good comments to Facebook anymore. They want to see engagement. Hence,
that's why we're here today with the new updates.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So that was one of the things that I would always tell my clients. If you are on Facebook, and even if somebody posts something negative on your page, or if somebody says, they like this, or somebody comments and you don't feel like you need to comment, it's not worthy of a comment back, you always want to comment. That still stands. You still always want to comment. However, those one-word comments, I see a lot of people, they post on their timelines, they post in their business pages, post a GIF that describes your mood or something along those lines. Those GIF posts, those one-word posts, that doesn't work anymore. So you want to shy away from those one-word posts or post your favorite GIF or your favorite image, because Facebook wants to see conversation.
Right. And that algorithm is not rewarding you for those one-word comments anymore.
Exactly. Those one-word comments don't work anymore. They want to see conversation. And they don't just want to see conversation between you, the brand, and the business. So just like we're talking right now, they don't want to just see conversation between us and you. They want to see conversation between us and you. And they want to see conversation between you guys amongst yourselves. So they want to see that people are engaging with each other in addition to engaging with you on your post.
And a lot of times, if you ever come on any of our broadcasts, whether it's Dinner with the Duncans, the Damien and Tamisha show, whatever it is, we always say this is not a monologue, it's a dialogue. So we always encourage you to talk with us, ask us questions, and also engage with, with everybody else that's on the actual live feed, or even on the replay. So we encourage that all the time, and you should do that as well.
So another thing that I want you guys to think about is even when you're posting live videos. So one of the videos that I actually really enjoy watching on Facebook, you see, I forget the name of those. I think it's like Tasty or one of those little recipe food places. And they would post like a video, like a time-lapse video where you see them making something like in a minute, and there is the pot and you see all the food. How many of you guys, if you know what I'm talking about, type yes in the chat box, where you can see somebody cook a meal in like a minute or so.
Yeah, it's like a time-lapse.
Those types of videos are not going to get that much engagement anymore. Why? Because those videos don't encourage conversation. Again, those are passive, what I like to call passive types of videos. You just kind of sit and watch the video, and that's what I do. I sit and I watch and I'm like, oh, that's cute. And if I like it, I might share it with Damien or my sister or somebody else, but I'm not having a conversation. I'm not posting comments to it. So things that just get likes and shares, they're not going to get that much push from Facebook versus things that get people talking, things that get people commenting. So if you have a business or you tend to post videos like that where it's great to watch, but it doesn't encourage conversation, then I want you to shy away from those types of videos because they're not going to help your brand. Next, you have something to say? No, you can go.
No, go ahead.
Okay, I'm back. So that's one thing that's not going to help your brand. Also, you want to scale back from doing frequent posts. You want to focus more on the content that you're posting versus just uploading posts. So, and I have been guilty of this too. I was like, oh, I got to post 7 times a day and I got to do this and I got to do that, because you want to keep your algorithm healthy. You want and you want Facebook to see that people are talking back to you, to your page. So you post often on the page. Well, that's not going to work anymore.
So not to cut you off. So one of the biggest things that you need to focus on is posting less and creating more meaningful content. So this content, again, like I said earlier, is going to be content that that's going to educate you, is going to create an immediate result, is going to stimulate a dialogue, is going to stimulate cross promotion and that dialogue under that one particular post. See, Facebook is going to reward you for more interaction for that one post versus rewarding you for having 20 gazillion posts out there.
Right.
So we definitely encourage you. The key the point that we're making is the true proof in the pudding is in the content that you create for your target audience.
Exactly. So focus more on great content versus coming on here and just posting stuff for the sake of posting it, especially posts like quotes. You know, everybody loves the image quote where it's a nice pretty picture or background. Those things are great because they get engagement in the form of likes and shares, but they don't really get much of a comment. So I want you to think about how you use Facebook, right? What are the types of posts that you actually comment on versus things that you see and you like it, but you just share it. It's just something that you typically share. You don't talk about it.
And then also, just staying on, scaling back on a post and being more meaningful, what you may want to do is really sit down and say, hey, what is the biggest problem that my target audience has? And what is the solution that I can provide for them? And in these posts, whether if it's live posts, which Facebook really prefers, we'll talk about that a little later as well, that it's giving immediate value. You're going to keep hearing me say this, right? You also want to, like we talk about it, the 3 E's. You want to entertain people, you want to educate them, and then you want to execute that solution to their problem. When you bring them on as clients, or even just giving them an immediate result through the content that you're providing in your posts.
Exactly. So the next thing that I want to talk to you guys about is creating content that causes people to engage with each other.
Number 2.
So that's number 3, I think. Yeah. I don't know.
She can't count.
I don't know.
Number
I'm
2.
just going off the top of my dome. Maybe as we go with him, it's number 2. So number 2 is I want you to create content that causes people to engage with each other. So remember earlier I told you guys they don't just want to see the brand speaking to the audience, so us speaking to you, but they also want to see you guys speaking to each other. So you want to ask, figure out a way, whatever type of business that you have, to ask questions or create an environment where people feel comfortable talking to each other, speaking to each other. So a prime example of that is what I asked you guys to do earlier, which was post your business in the group so that we all can follow you. And then everybody will go and start following each other. That's part of engagement. And then when somebody follows you, thank them. So this way now you're getting your people to engage with each other. That's just one example that I did. But think about your business and your brand and how can you get people talking, not just to you, but to each other, the same way you would do on your personal page. The next thing that we're going to actually show you guys how to do, because I didn't even know how to do this until recently, which is you want to train your audience to click the see first. It's not a button, but I guess the see first option. And clearly I'm being interrupted by little one here. Jordan, you are not in this video today. Okay, so sit down. Sit right here. Okay, very good. Which means the other one soon will follow. Okay, so you want to train your audience to put your business in their see first category. And basically all that means is that when someone, see, you're not following the rules, Jordan. You're supposed to be quiet, okay, baby? Yes? Okay. So basically what that means is when your audience or when your tribe jumps on Facebook, if they have you in their see first feed, then anytime that they come on, they're going to see whoever is in that see first section first. They will see their post. It's basically like when we had to go on Instagram and tell everybody to hit that notifications button to continue to see the post. It's the same thing. So I didn't really know how to use it at first, which means I know there's a ton of you out there that didn't know how to use it. So I'm actually going to quickly show you how to go about using it.
But before you even go into that, the see first command is actually a good thing, because what it's going to do is it's going to allow you not to have to search for that content that you've been looking for, because we all know that news feed is, as we say, is very noisy. There's so many different posts. You got pranks, you got this, you got negativity, you got positivity, and the see first will prioritize you being able to see that content that you want to see, that's going to add value to you and your business. So, Tamisha, now we're going to show you on how to do it. It's a very simple process.
Okay. Sorry, I wasn't ready. All right, so let me just share my screen with you guys real quick. Hold on. And all right. So if I share my screen with you guys, so this is our business page, okay? And
type yes if you can see it.
If you can see the business page in there, please type yes in the chat box, because I don't want to show you guys unless I know that you guys can see it. Okay, so basically what you're going to do is, I can't see it. Okay, so basically what you want to do, if you go to that business's page, you want to go here. If you're not following them, of course, you want to make sure that you hit follow. So let's all use Damien and Tamisha's page as the example. So you'll just go to our page, which is Damien and Tamisha, and then you want to click the follow button. And then when you hover over it, if you see here, it says see first. Do you guys see that? If you see that see first, all you do is click the see first, and then that'll allow you to make sure that you see anytime that we post something or we go live or whatever it is, you will see it in your newsfeed. Now, you have up to 30 brands that you can use in the see first option, and there's no rhyme or reason. Like it's not in chronological order or any type of order. Like if you click us first, you'll see our stuff first. You'll see the next person's stuff second. It doesn't work that way. It's just that 30 that you have in there, and then if you once you max out, then you can change and unsee people, I guess. But that's basically what you want to encourage your followers to do for your brand. So of course, we want you guys to do that for us first.
Yes.
and then train your audience to do the see first for you.
Well, the main point of this exercise is to make sure that you don't lose the opportunity to have to go on a wild goose chase to find this content that you're looking for. It helps you to prioritize, and it also helps you to organize your news feed, if you will. So, if there's certain pages, including ours, that that we're providing great information and engaging content for you, you should definitely follow. Click on follow. Let it hover over follow on a business page. Click on see first. And again, it's not in any special order, but all of the people that you save on the see first will come up on your feed. That'll be the first thing that you'll see.
Okay, so the next the next thing that we want you guys to do or pay attention to is, people are trying to figure out all kinds of different ways that they can hack this system and get it to work for them. So I don't know if you've thought of this, but I don't want you to do this, which is you want to avoid using what is called language bait. So basically, I like to listen to Michael Stelzner, and he brought this up about using language bait, which is telling people in your post, please comment, please share, please engage with each other.
And you type it with the quotes. Please comment or interact or whatever. Please, whatever it is you're telling them to do, and you put quotes behind it, Facebook will demote your post.
So that can come in the form of, like he said, if you're literally typing that out in your post, they will demote your post. If you are putting that in any kind of graphic, they will demote your post. So you don't want to tell people in a post to comment, to engage with each other, to comment at all. Yes, you can have the conversation, but it's obvious when somebody's trying to be slick or sneaky to get people to comment and share their stuff. You don't want to do that because they're going to be looking for keywords, and those are going to be flagged and removed.
And remember to watch the Facebook watchdogs are watching. There's so many algorithms and so many commands that they put in there to pick up this. So you can do it if you want to, but I promise you, Facebook will demote your post, and your post will be seen to less people, if not anybody.
Okay, so number
5.
I think.
This is a really good one here.
Okay, so this one is major, and I know that you guys are so scared of this, and I keep telling you guys, and I keep talking about it, and you cannot get away from it. I know you've tried. I've tried to get away from it, believe it or not, but it just doesn't work that way. And that is, my friends, I'm doing a drum roll.
Live video.
Live video, guys. Okay, so here's the deal. So I need y'all to pay attention to this because this is very important. Facebook has said in that very same announcement where they said that they are going to change this whole algorithm, that live video gets 6 times more engagement than any other post on Facebook. So they are going to be looking for more live video.
So let me stop you there.
Okay.
Live video gets you 6 times more the engagement. So what that means is Facebook is rewarding you for going live. Okay?
Yes. And people like that whole live aspect. They feel like it's real time. They get to engage with you. It's more organic. And so people love it. And I'll be honest with you, even though we teach this so much, I'm not a big fan of the live, but I know that I have to do it. I love it in the standpoint that it gives us the opportunity to interact in real time with our tribe, which we love interacting with you guys. But let's be honest, especially ladies, I know how it is. We like, oh my God, my hair's not right. I got to put on makeup. I don't look right. I feel fat today. It's a lot.
Get your life together and put on a hat. And get on there and do what you got to do. Because again, let me tell you.
Telling people to put on a hat.
My hair days are over, but that's okay. But the bottom line is, Facebook is rewarding you for going live. There's a reason why it says live video on Facebook, because they want human being interaction, not artificial intelligence behavior. Okay?
LaDawn said a hat.
Yeah, you got to put on a hat. Because
tell people to put on a hat.
Because listen, here's the thing.
But you know what? I've had to put on a hat many a day when I was like, I'm not doing my hair, but I have to show up.
and I always say this. This is from, you have to have that live video mindset, if you will, because the times, and we're not saying that you have to go on every day. If you're afraid to go live, you got to push through it, because remember, every time that you don't put your content out there, there are going to be people in your audience that so desperately need your content to push forward in their business. And if you are not sharing your life, you're sharing these jewels to them, they're going to stay stuck where they currently are. And some people may just, all in all, just forget about being in business anymore. So you have a responsibility, yes, I'm saying it, a responsibility to be on Facebook Live. And also, like we just said, in I think it was number 3, where you can't post, please comment. Well, on live video, you can tell them, please comment, please like and share. And Facebook they're going to reward you this time around because it's actual live interaction. So just take that in mind. Put on a hat. Stop playing around. Put on some lip gloss. Do whatever you got to do. But just remember, when you are not going on live, your target audience is starving and they're not able to move forward because you are not going on there and sharing your engaging content with them.
Yes,
point blank.
I have to agree. Even though he told us to go put on some lip gloss and put on a hat, it's easier said than done. But the reality is, you've got to do it, because if you don't do it, you will lose in this Facebook game. And it's benefiting you. It's benefiting your brand, because your ideal clients, your target audience, your tribe, they get to see you. And that's why do you think infomercials are not live, but you get the point. It still has that kind of live feeling, right?
And remember, every time you don't go live, you can't make a difference every day. Okay? If you don't know me, I'm the acronym king, and you are not making people live.
Sorry.
So we just want you to just make sure that you are going live. If you don't know me, and if you are uncomfortable about going live, go on live for a couple of minutes. The people need you. They are starving for your information and content. So please go.
So I actually have a resource guide. If you go to our page, DamienandTamisha.com, I don't even think it's on there, I'm sorry. But you can either check my page, which is TamishaDuncan.com, or DamienandTamisha.com. And I have a resource guide that helps you go through that whole process on going live and what you should be doing and what you shouldn't be doing. So I know it's overwhelming for you guys. I just want to introduce the concept to you that Facebook will be pushing more live video, more than pre-recorded video, more than images, more than posts. So if that's something that you're struggling with, you can check out the resource guide where it helps kind of break that down.
And a lot of times, I know some of the information that we're providing, you heard this before, but you're hearing it, but you're not actually doing anything about it. So, we're not the only people under the sun talking about doing live Facebook. We're not the only people that tell you that you get 6 times more than engagement when you go out there. So you got to get out of your way, and you got to give your gift to people, period. So do your Facebook Live. I don't care if you go on there for a minute. The people need to hear you. They need the engagement. So go out and do it. Put on a hat.
Put on a hat. All right, so... and I totally forgot to say this. So first of all, I know we're throwing a lot of information at you guys. If you want to get a downloadable PDF of this and some additional tips that we are not sharing tonight, because we'll be here all night if we shared all of the tips that we had, then just type guide in the chat box, and I will make sure that I can send you the PDF guide that basically breaks down everything that we're talking about, so that it's something that you can have and refer back to, because I know it's a lot of information to digest at once. So the next topic that we're going to talk about, which Damien touched on earlier, which is going to be
6.
Another major thing. And I know that this is also something that a lot of you guys were avoiding for a long time, but you won't be able to avoid it anymore, because some people even think that this whole new algorithm thing was part of a ploy to get businesses to spend more on Facebook ads. And, I'm not sure. Maybe it was. I know that at some point they were going to force your hand with Facebook ads. And this is that point where you were being forced to use Facebook ads to share your business.
So number 6 is Facebook ads. Here's the thing. This is why you should be very excited about it. Now, when you were doing the traditional organic marketing, which is nothing wrong with that. now, Facebook is definitely in competition with Google and other different platforms to win your business to do advertising on their platforms. So the bottom line is you should be very, very excited about paying to play. You have to pay to play. Here's the thing. Now, just off the record, Tamisha and I, we have a tax business. And one of the shocking revelations that I always see when I'm doing taxes for small businesses is when you look at the expenses, the advertising budget is always zero. Okay? Zero. And it really disheartens me because I'm really asking myself, if you're not putting any money or you don't even have an advertising budget, how do you expect your business to survive? The old ways of marketing are coming to a complete close. And if you are not marketing on social media platforms, your business is going to eventually die. And that's why we're on here, giving you these updates and keeping you abreast of what's going on. And like Tamisha said earlier, that's why we took time to digest what was being said to make sure that we were, covering everything. And if there's something else that comes, we'll update you with that as well. So the bottom line is you have to pay to play. You have to put yourself in a position to create Facebook ads, because here's the thing. It will allow you to reach your target audience.
Hush.
Okay? And the more you pay in advertising, the more of your target audience is going to reach. And let me tell you, the impact of that is you don't have to worry too much about the organic part of it, because you're going straight to the horse's mouth that needs the solutions to their problems. And that'll be you.
So I don't want to go on and on about it, but at the end of the day, I love Facebook ads because I know who my target audience is, and it allows me to get right directly in front of them with content that I know that they want. We are really, 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 really great because I've spent years figuring out this whole Facebook marketing strategy. So that's what we do for our clients. We help them figure it out. And because we're on top of the pulse, we know what's changing and how to leverage these changes to still get our clients in front of their target audience. So also, okay, if you are one of those people who have a zero advertising budget, shame on you. No more of that. It's time for you to invest. You have to pay to play. You have to get in front of your target audience. And I know there's coaches on this live. There are consultants, service providers, dentists, whatever it is that you do, speakers. There is too much noise in most of these industries. So one of the best ways to separate you from that noise is to create Facebook advertisements, because it will allow you to go straight to your target audience. Do you understand the power of it? And also with Facebook ads, it's not like it's a gazillion dollars to, you can, we talk about this. You can start with a $5 budget, okay, a day, $5 a day budget. That can it'll get you more engagement than you're getting now because you have a $0 advertising budget. So I'm gonna need you to get your advertising budget life together. And the thing is, it is going to start costing more to advertise on Facebook, trust and believe. Mm-hmm. So you want to get in on this now before all of these changes have taken effect so that you can start to leverage, because Facebook will see how relevant your content is to the audience that you're showing it. And so that can be a win-win for you later when you're wanting to up your budget or even try things. So if you're scared, if you're not doing enough of it, now is the time for you to really use it to see how to leverage it. So when these changes start to take place for you, you're already ahead of the curve.
And we won't get too much into the Facebook ads because you see how excited we are about it, because it's an opportunity for you to grow and scale your business. But Facebook actually, when you create a Facebook ad and you're getting a ton of engagement, actually what Facebook does is reward you and shows it to more people and charges you less money per click. But we'll get into that in another live. But just understand that this is the opportunity for you to grow and scale your business now.
All right, so moving right along, guys. Are you guys enjoying this content? If you're enjoying this content, I need you to say yes, yes. in the chat box. I know we're
And if the fellas just say yes, okay?
Y'all can say
ain't gotta say
yes. Y'all
yes.
can be like,
We ain't got time for all
yes.
that.
What?
Hashtag put a hat on. Go live.
Oh
on
no,
Facebook.
y'all are not gonna be trying to disrespect us. That's
Nah,
what we're not
going
having.
we just telling you.
Go put a hat on.
Hashtag get your advertisement budget together. I know that's a long acronym.
No.
I mean, not an acronym, but that's a long hashtag. But hashtag get your advertisement budget together.
Okay, so next topic for discussion is one of the things that I'm actually starting to really love. I'm not a guru at it yet, but I promise you guys I will be, and then we are going to tell you exactly how to leverage this platform, but we are using it. I'm loving how it works.
Number 7.
And it's going to work for you guys too, which is the use of chatbots. So how many of you guys are using chatbots currently on your Facebook page? If you are using it, type me in the comments so that we can see how many people are using it. That'll let me know how much information I need to explain and not explain.
So what we do believe now, we understand that Facebook encourages that human being engagement, and you should be engaging with your audience and providing value and killer content. But with the chatbots, I would stay tuned for a video and even a live. We believe that this may be the email marketing killer. And what we mean by that is you can develop these chatbots, and the technology is so advanced these days where it can feel like you're actually having a conversation with a human being, because these algorithms or whatever they are they're so spot on. So this is another way to earn back yourself time in your business as well, so you could work on your business versus in your business all the time.
Okay, so I'm going to briefly explain what chatbots are and how you can use them to increase your engagement. So basically, a chatbot is where somebody you're basically taking the conversation off of the newsfeed, and it now is going into Messenger. So when you are talking to somebody on Facebook and you send them to Messenger, you can continue. Can you tell that kid to be quiet?
Let's keep going, please.
Okay, so basically this takes the conversation off of the newsfeed and into Messenger. Now, chatbots are not managed by Facebook. I hope you guys can hear me. Chatbots are not managed by Facebook. They're managed by a different service. One of the most popular ones, and the one that we use, is ManyChat, okay? But ManyChat serves almost like an email marketing provider because it still collects those names and email addresses and any content that you need, so that when you do want to communicate back with whomever you're talking to in Messenger, then you can do that easily and send them messages in their Messenger section versus on the newsfeed. So if you have a new post that you want to share with your tribe, a link that you want to share with your tribe, anything that you want to share with your tribe that you would normally put in the newsfeed, now you can leverage it in Messenger. They have not taken that away yet. So definitely, and in fact, that's going to be growing. You're going to see more engagement as it relates to the using the chat bot. So you want to learn that platform. I'm going to learn it for you guys. I've been using it. We've been using it. We're currently using it for our tax business. It's working great. So I want to collect some more information. You guys know we don't teach you anything that we haven't used ourselves. So once we feel like we got it down, we will definitely create a video to show you how to leverage that.
And the beautiful thing about chatbots is it's giving you more of the accountability to really go back and revisit some of the conversations that you may have had with past clients, to, again, to create a script, if you will, a chatbot script, and be able to, like I said, earn back your time so you could work on your business. You know what I'm saying? Versus always working in your business and doing this, the candlestick maker, I'm the this, I'm the that. And I know a lot of you could type yes in there to say that I do everything in my business. So this is another piece of, I hate to use the word artificial intelligence, but a new streamlined way of earning back your time so you can work on your business.
So we got 3 more that we want to share with you guys. So stick around. Don't leave yet, because these 3 are going to also be pivotal. Why do I always want to use that word and I don't even know how to say it? Anyway, all right, so this one is important, and this kind of relates to what Damien was saying, but in a different way. So if you're somebody who uses those autoresponders to post for you, so there's Buffer, there's Hootsuite, there's MeetEgger, there's a whole bunch of other platforms, CoSchedule, that people use to post for them. Facebook does not like those things.
And they know when you're using it, because actually most of the time you can see when someone posts it, say from Hootsuite,
exactly,
from MeetEgger. So, if we can see it, obviously Facebook knows it, and Facebook understands that these platforms are scheduled ahead of time, which is taking away the human interaction.
Exactly. So that takes away the human engagement. So you don't want to use those posts anymore. Now, Facebook allows you to use them, but they do not push content from those particular posts any more than they would an organic post. So what you do want to do as it relates to Facebook, now it might work for other systems, but as it relates to Facebook, Facebook actually has its own scheduler. So you want to use the Facebook scheduler if you feel like you want to schedule your post. Now, sometimes I schedule posts and sometimes I don't. It just kind of depends on what kind of mood we are in, or if something is important and it's not on the list of, I'm very big on creating your content calendar and alleviating and automating as much as you possibly can. But again, you just want to be very careful with those third-party scheduler platforms. Okay. Also, if you are a local business, so if you have a local business, you want to consider listing your business in the Facebook local section.
This is number 9.
This is number 9. So you want to consider listing your business in the Facebook local section. So what does that mean? This was formerly the Events app. And so basically it kind of operates just like a Yelp. So it lets people find things like where to go, what to do, where to eat. And these are all recommendations that are from people that you know and you trust. So
right.
I've used it maybe once or twice. I haven't used it that often, but I do know that it exists. If you have a local business, that will definitely help you, because people are having conversations again with each other the same way people have conversations and give reviews on Yelp or Amazon. That's causing people to have conversations with each other.
And if anyone knows me, I'm the testimonial police. I'm quite sure there's a couple of you on here that we work with that know how serious I am about testimonials, case studies. These things are powerful tools that someone who's cold, that has never seen you before, and they may need your services, they can now go to. I'm seeing some lights there, so
that means somebody knows you're the testimonial
I am the
police.
Testimonial police. And the bottom line is
confirming it. Like, yep,
I got confirmation there, so you can check it for yourself. But that's actually a case study in the form of Facebook likes. But the bottom line is, you really want to have that body of work, that social proof. So it's making it a little bit more easier to deal with people and make that cold lead turn into a warm lead where they, because again, clients only deal with people that they know, like, and trust. So this creates it bridges that gap for them to like you, to trust you, and to want to do business with you.
Yes. So last tip of the night is this.
Number 10
is that we ran through 10 already? Great. Okay, we're not doing bad on time after all. All right, so last tip of the night is this. Well, actually, I have a bonus tip. Last tip of the night is this. Focus on building your groups. So if you have a business group that is engaging, then you definitely want to keep those things going. Because again, if you think about it, when you have a group, what happens in groups? Conversation and conversation with each other. People who have groups that they post content, or other people post content in their group, and everybody's kind of chiming in, is amazing for your business. Those things will continue to thrive. However, the one thing that I want you to remember and keep in mind is that groups, 9 times out of 10, the content is still seen where? In the news feed. So most people don't go to the group. Most people don't need to go to the group. If it's an engaging group, they'll see. I'm a part of some groups. I don't go to that group per se. I see comments that come through in the group, and they fall in line in my newsfeed. If you have a group that's not engaging, they don't talk back to each other, they barely talk to you, then it's not going to work.
And one of the biggest things too in Facebook groups, it allows you to do surveys, ask questions, which also creates engagement. which also gives you intel on actually knowing if what you're providing for them in terms of a solution is what they're really asking for. So it also gives you a centralized place where you can, do beta tests. You could also, create a program where you can use it as a beta as well. But the bottom line is it creates that social engagement and intel that you need to provide better content for your clients.
So I'll give you an example of a group that really thrives, and you guys need to go and follow this group if you're not already, which is the group Ask Debbie About Hair. Inside of that group, Debbie doesn't even need to post content. If she posts well, that's not true. She'll post content inside the group, and a lot of times when people ask questions to her, other people are chiming in and giving their responses to the questions, negative, positive, whatever the case may be. They're having a lot of conversation in that group amongst each other. Another group that has a lot of conversation amongst each other is Kimber Luna's group, where she doesn't really even, she'll go and she'll check it. But again, the people are having conversation with each other. So if you have a group, you want to encourage people to have conversation with each other, ask questions that get them talking.
And again, it goes back to what I was saying. You hear a lot of repetitiveness from me where it's earning back your time. So imagine this, it's earning back your time, it's stimulating the engagement, you're getting the intel, and now you've actually created admins, because you can actually bring some of them on as an admin to field some of these questions, and it allows them to create themselves as an authority in your Facebook group.
Yes.
Who does that?
So Ask Debbie About Hair. She does that. So who happens and doubles to be my sister, by the way. Okay, so those are the 10 tips that we wanted to share with you guys. But here's one of the most important things I want you to remember out of everything that we shared, which is the bonus tip. Because I know some of you are thinking this, because I'll be very honest with you, I thought it, which was, okay, fine, I don't need to go on my business page. I'll just start posting back on my personal page, because that's where all the people that really have the conversation are anyway, right? Not going to work, guys. Do not think that you can just flip the script and go to your personal page and that you can continue the conversations there with your friends and family, or you start friending all of the people on your business page to keep the conversation there, because it doesn't matter where you post the content. Facebook is looking at comments and engaging. Doesn't matter what platform it's on. So we mentioned groups. Groups are good because that's where people are prone to have conversation. But whether it's groups, whether it's your business page, whether it's your personal page, if no one's talking, then it's not going to get seen. So please don't think you can leverage your personal page in this particular stance. Now, with all that being said, yes, these are changes. They kind of hit us hard where we're like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? But this is not the first time. This is probably one of the most major changes, but it's definitely not the first time Facebook has made a change and we were able to finagle it, figure it out, and work the system. So I don't want you guys to be scared or intimidated or feel like, oh, I spent all of this time working on my brand on Facebook and now it all went down the tubes. There's ways around it. Make sure you guys type guide in the chat box so that we can get you guys a PDF of all the do's and don'ts that we mentioned tonight, so that you can go back and review it and use it as a checklist to make sure that you're on point and you want to start doing these things now. We don't know when and how Facebook is going to officially roll out these changes. They said the first change is going to be with the news feed. So who knows what else is coming, and we don't know when. So you want to start and get in the habit now, guys.
Yeah, and you have to have a technology mindset, meaning with technology, every 3 to 6 months, there's new technology, things are changing, industry standards are changing. So you have to allow yourself not to get down on yourself because Facebook possibly wants to make more money on their ads, hence they do, to keep up with their competitors, aka Google, etc. But the bottom line is, as a business owner, you want to be adaptable, you want to be flexible. And if you know what the changes are, which part of our responsibility is to give that back to you guys, but the bottom line is you need to stay abreast of what's going on. So this will allow you to stay ahead of that, to stay above the noise so you don't go back into the saturation, because we know how hard it is to get out of that and recreate that momentum.
Yes. So if you guys are just completely overwhelmed, you're freaking out about it, or you just want some help, you're like, you know what, this sounds great, but I don't know nothing about all of this, then we are definitely here as a resource to help you. If you guys want to have a quick 15-minute or so chat with us to see how we can help your business with Facebook ads, or even just get you prepared for all the changes that are coming with Facebook and social media in general, we would love to speak with you guys. I'm going to put the link in the comment in the title, so you guys can schedule a free consultation with us, so we can share what we know to help your brand. And that, let me just give them the link for that. That's DamianandTamisha.com/FB apply. I'm also going to put the link in there, but if you're listening and you don't have the ability to write,
spell it out.
That's a lot of spelling.
Okay.
Damian and Tamisha, TIMEESHA, because most people know how to spell Damian, /FB apply. I'll put the link. It's a long one. I'll put it in there. But again, you don't have to do this alone. You don't have to go through this alone. We are here to help you guys. We want to help you. We want to serve, which is why we put this post together. And I really hope these tips are helpful for you, because these are things that you can start doing immediately to grow your business.
And if it's helpful for you, just say, yes, it's helpful. Give me more. Give me more. Because that's what we're here to do. Give you more. And the bottom line is this. If it's January going into February, look, we're already a month in this new year. But the bottom line is this. If you are at that point where you feel stuck now, you need to be excited. Don't worry about how you start. It's all about how you finish. And we're giving you this information because we want you to be successful in your business. And our clients that we work with, some of you are on here again. I'm looking for some of them thumbs up. But the bottom line is, we focus on getting you the results that you need in order for you to grow and scale your business so you can live the life that you deserve to live. All right? So, we want to keep you abreast. I mean, these are things that we use. We're not just, taking information out of thin air and throwing it back at you, hoping that it'll stick. These are things that we actually use. And thank you for the likes, and the thumbs up, because we are really focused on you getting the result. So if you are serious, see,
LaDawn says, I can testify. Yes, LaDawn. Thank you, honey.
Again, we really appreciate that, because at the end of the day, if you're not staying abreast of what's going on, if you're not paying to play, aka doing Facebook ads, if you're not engaging in this activity, your business will eventually die. Okay? So right now, a lot of people are operating from this Blockbuster video. Blockbuster? Some of you may be too young to know that. But the bottom line is, you're operating from this Blockbuster mindset, meaning, it's not broke, I don't need to fix it. Let me say something to you right now. If you're not thinking like Netflix thought when Blockbuster was thinking that, you are going to die like Blockbuster. And it's our job not to allow that to happen. But we are looking for people who are really serious about growing and scaling going forward.
LaDawn says, no joke, they saved my business and sanity.
So not only are you going to get business development, you're going to get a ton of personal development.
We'll save your sanity too. Thanks, LaDawn.
Thank you.
All right, guys. And if there's something that you want to know about as it relates to social media, branding, or marketing, please type that in the chat box. We'll create a video for it. If we know it, we're going to share it. But I appreciate you guys watching us tonight. Don't forget, if you want a download of the PDF, just type guide in the chat box. We'll make sure that you get it, and we'll see you guys next time.
Take care.
See ya. Bye, guys.
Are you ready to take your brand to the next level? For more information, show notes, downloads, and free resources, head to www.damianandtamisha.com, where you can find out more about this week's episode and the power couple behind it all.